guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a mental health Q&A. I asked for questions on my Instagram, so if you're not following me over there, make sure you do. I'll pop it on the screen now and down in the description. That's where I ask for questions. Before I get into answering any questions or anything, I just want to put it out there saying I'm not a professional by any means. This is just like my opinion on things and how I deal with things. I'm not a professional by any means. I just wanted to share my thoughts and opinions with you guys and answer some questions, and hopefully I can help in some way. So I've got my questions up on my phone. Okay, first question is, how do you deal with comparing yourself to others on social media? This is so hard, and literally everyone does it. Like, everyone compares themselves to people on social media. Like, I even personally will like compare myself to people I know in my life based on what they're posting on social media, which is crazy. I really just try and make sure I'm following people that I'm inspired by, and that I'm like, yes, I want to do this, or yes, like this is like some sort of goal of mine or an area of interest. And instead of using that to compare myself, I try and inspire myself. Really check who you're following and like what is in your social media. And even if you're friends with someone, like, you don't have to follow them on Instagram. It is okay. Like, you can have people in your life that say you study with or something, and just for me, like dancing, I compare myself to people so much. And like, there are a couple times where I've been like, okay, maybe I should just unfollow this person. Have nothing against them, but sometimes really good dancers like put me in a bad mood, which sounds really silly because I can find it difficult to like split it between their talent and my ability and judging it. Have a look at who's in your feed and make adjustments where necessary to make sure that the people you're following are actually bringing you joy and not making you feel down about yourself. Okay, moving on. Next question is, how do you stop thinking about someone that's hurt you, or like how do you get over it? This one's tough. My mum's just walking past the window. My biggest piece of advice would be to like focus your energy on something else. Find something you're super passionate about or something you've been putting off for a long time, and instead of like focusing your energy on them and what's happened and how they hurt you, try and focus on this new thing and let this bring you positive energy and boost your mood. Okay, next question. How did you deal with balancing school and dance in year 12? Okay, this is an interesting one because I didn't. Not insanely well. I think I know how I'd go about it a bit better now, but obviously year 12 is such a full-on year for so many reasons. Like, it's such a big academic year, obviously, and I wanted to do well because I'd always tried really hard in school, and I just wanted to have my ATAR reflect that. At the end of the day, like, it didn't really matter. Like, for me, I personally didn't need my ATAR for the course I'm doing, but I still wanted to put in the effort so that I could have something to show for that. But again, like, if you get a crappy ATAR, like, it's not the end of the world. But in terms of actually answering the question, I tried to focus on school a lot of the time, but obviously you can tell by the question, it says like about dance in year 12. I did so many extracurricular activities. It was ridiculous. I had something on literally every night. I was either working in band rehearsals, production rehearsals, at dancing. I literally had something on every single day. The biggest part of year 12 that I can remember like balance being an issue was around production time. And for me in year 12, yes, my schooling mattered. Of course my schooling mattered, and I always tried to stay on top of my work and do my best. There was never a time that I was like, oh, I don't care, I'm not gonna try. But term 3 is like our big term for production. So in week 1 we go on camp, week 2 we have a full day rehearsal. Camp is 3 days, by the way, of school, and then like you'll have other days here and there, and then you start to have really late nights because of shows. And if I'm being honest, at that period in time, school was not my priority. Like, my work was not my priority. I was so invested in production rehearsals, like, it did not bother me that I wasn't doing schoolwork. And at the end of the day, I'm really glad I did that, because I caught myself up after production, and like days where I didn't have production, I would work really hard and I would just try and stay on top of things for that day and like try and not fall behind. I think my best thing is to set yourself time. I feel like I'm not giving like advice, I'm just kind of telling you what I did. Looking back, I'm so glad that I have memories from production and that I was fully invested in that and present in those moments. If you want to balance things, you kind of have to just make it a part of your routine. So like, if you have like a weekly dance lesson, you know that that's coming every week, so you know that you don't have that night to do your homework, or you may like have an hour before you go to dancing. I just think it's about knowing when you have things and like finding gaps. Making a study timetable will help. I had like a breakdown in year 12. I don't even remember why. And my coordinator sat me down and we did a study timetable, and it just helps to know when you have time, and like in those times you have to prioritize schoolwork. If you don't have anything to do, then cool, go watch Netflix, go do whatever, but like prioritize schoolwork if you have it. What was the most stressful part of high school for you and what helped you through it? Oh, I like this question. Year 12 is a very stressful year. I kind of just spoke about that though. A really stressful part of school was year 7. Like I found year 7 really difficult. I just remember really wanting to go back to primary school and not enjoying high school at all. I don't know what it was, because I ended up loving high school so much, but I think that was stressful, like trying to make new friends and stuff. That's not something I'm exceptionally good at. I've gotten better at it. So I think for me, like the way I coped with that was finding things to enjoy at school, and then like that became my whole life. Everyone just knew, like, Abby's not here, she's probably at a band concert or competition or production camp or something. Since you're a performer, what are some tips on overcoming insecurities on stage? Oh, this is a good one, and I have a very succinct answer for this that my acting teacher actually taught me. We had an acting showcase at the end of last year and we all ran around the circle and said one thing, and this was actually something I said because it really stuck out to me, and it's really helped me, I think, challenge myself more as a performer and just be more comfortable in performing. And that is, no one in the audience wants you to fail. People are not sitting there being like, I hope she sucks, I hope she sucks. Like literally everyone is wanting you to do your best. Honestly, they're not judging you. Like they're just wanting you to see you perform and enjoy yourself. That would probably be my biggest piece of advice. What are some things you do to time out / just have time to yourself? Oh, I'm a big Netflix and YouTube watcher, but I feel like that's something I've always got on in the background. So if I'm like really taking time to myself, I like to read. I love to have a bath. Again, I will probably have Netflix or YouTube going, but like there's just something different about like having a bath and I just relax. I also love to go for walks and listen to podcasts. I just find that really, it always resets me, because I don't know, I'll be thinking about whatever they're talking about in the podcast. It could, like, even if it's just like them telling stories, I get all these ideas in my head of these stories, and it just motivates me and really stimulates me to like create new ideas and stuff. So I love doing that. I don't know, I just like to plan and think of ways to like better myself and things that I can do that I really want to. And yeah, like I'll plan like YouTube videos, or I'll plan how I want to decorate my room one day and stuff like that. How has COVID impacted your mental health? To be honest, it's given me a lot of time to like focus on it, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Sorry, my hair's really annoying me. I've definitely had a lot more time to like really be conscious, and I've actually been able to start kind of figuring out what triggers negativity in my mind, which is really interesting. Like I find what I eat for breakfast really changes that, because it kind of sets up my like healthy living mindset for the day. I'm just able to notice more patterns, and even my camera's gonna cut out. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back, and I'm hoping I didn't move my camera around too much. I forgot what I was saying though. What was the question? How has COVID impacted your mental health? I went back to work this week at the restaurant I work at. We're not open, but we've just been doing cleaning and stuff, and I noticed straight away that my biggest habit is straight after work going to Coles or going to get food. Like it's such a habit to go and get a snack. So that is definitely something that I'm gonna work on. It's something that also makes me feel like crap. I've picked up on that and I'm able to change it. And yeah, that's been the main thing in my mental health, is I've been able to notice things a lot more. Do you ever find yourself being down over a particular thought? I think I understand what she's trying to say. I think she means like, is there something that repeatedly comes up that makes me down? Yes, there is. I can't think of anything in particular. Actually, yes, I can. My course played such a big toll on my mental health last year that even now that I'm like on the other side of it and I've grown so much, I repeatedly find myself struggling to motivate myself to do singing, dancing, or acting in any form. Like I find it really difficult to bring myself to do it and practice it, and I can do it and I can practice it, but I feel like I'm not necessarily improving. I'm just kind of doing it to the same standard that I always have, which is interesting. I feel like I'm struggling with growth in that area at the moment. But yeah, negative thoughts towards like dancing in particular definitely come up a lot. I would say that like that's probably my main one. I definitely do have like negative thoughts regarding specific things over and over again. But I definitely think if you are like, it can be good to like figure out what triggers that thought and like why that thought is negative, like why you feel negatively towards it, so that you can like assess it and address the issue. That is all of the questions I was actually asked, and I think I sped up a little bit towards the end, so hopefully this video wasn't too long or boring or anything for you guys. I hope you got something out of it. If you want more Q&As, please let me know down below and leave any questions you might have, and I will come back and check this when I film my next Q&A. I actually found this really cathartic just to talk to the camera and share my opinions with you guys. I know I stumbled over my words a little bit, but sometimes I just find it hard to articulate my thoughts, and I also get like blank and I get lost in my thoughts that are completely irrelevant to what I'm speaking about. I am currently rambling, so I am going to finish this video off here. Again, if you guys enjoyed it, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!